The future for Vietnam is digital. In January 2020, more than 70% of Vietnam residents have access to the internet. Does your typical day look like this? These are just examples of how our life is going digital. We're entering the digital economy with, well, just a tap of the finger. Simply put, digital economy refers to all economic transactions over the internet. The backbone of the digital economy is hyperconnectivity, which means growing interconnectedness of people, organizations, and machines that results from the internet and mobile technology. That's right, you're a vital cog in the wheel of digital transformation and digitalization. The COVID-19 pandemic has seen a rapid acceleration of the digitalization of industry like never before. Digital financial market is also being transformed in the digital economy. On board with the digitalization trend, financial technology, including big data, blockchain, peer-to-peer lending, and crowdsourcing, is revolutionizing the financial services sector. At RMIT, we recognize this growing trend, and we are excited to offer the very first few courses in Vietnam tailored to this need, supported by our state-of-the-art facility and our team of dedicated and experienced lecturers, making sure you are well-equipped to capture the opportunities as well as take on the challenges of this exciting new world. We offer authentic assessments and industry engagement embedded in assessments to solve real business problems. We prepare students for the rapidly evolving workplace and digital economy. We aim to provide students with real-world skills. RMIT is a practical place of learning where students would leave ready for employment.
Are you passionate about financial technology? Did you know that LinkedIn declared blockchain to be the most in-demand job skill for 2020 and beyond? Did you also know that, according to McKinsey, blockchain is the backbone of Industry 4.0, a major revolution that is transforming information transparency, assistance, and interconnection? If you knew all this, then the RMIT Fintech blockchain competition is for you. Blockchain has many more applications than Bitcoin and crypto assets. With blockchain, strangers can trust each other, transact peer-to-peer for the first time in the modern economy, without the need for intermediaries such as governments or commercial banks. This means that blockchain technology can be of huge benefit to industries where data security, transparency, and traceability are important, especially in finance. To join the RMIT Fintech blockchain competition, you must be either a current student at our university in Vietnam or a current student at a high school in Vietnam. You will form a team with 3 members. University teams will submit a business plan or a white paper which tackles a problem in economics and finance and helps power a more inclusive financial system. High school teams will submit a business plan or a white paper which uses blockchain and fintech to solve a real-world problem and build a better society. In round 1, our judges will select the 3 best high school team proposals and the 3 best university team proposals. These teams will be offered one-on-one mentoring by our experts to improve their project. In round 2, the 6 teams will present their final project to our judges live in Ho Chi Minh City. The best high school and the best university team will be the winners of the RMIT Fintech blockchain competition. There will be exciting prizes for all 6 finalists, with special prizes for the 2 champions. So, are you ready? Then register now for the RMIT Fintech Blockchain Competition and keep visiting our Facebook page for more information and updates.
I'd like to welcome everyone to the RMIT Fintech Blockchain Competition 2021 kickoff event. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your Sunday to join us here. I'm Justin Stevenson, an accounting lecturer here at RMIT, and I'll be your MC today. Today's agenda can be seen on this slide. We'll start with an opening speech, and then we'll have a quick game to test your knowledge related to fintech and blockchain. After that, we're excited to have Mr. Chris 𝗔𝗏 to deliver our industry sharing session. This will be followed by revealing the competition themes and then taking your questions. You can submit your questions to the chat at any time during this presentation. I'd like to introduce Professor Matthews Ňákoma, the Dean of School of Business and Management at RMIT, to deliver the opening speech.
Thank you very much, Justin. Welcome, students and all interested parties. It's my great pleasure to welcome you all to the kickoff event of the RMIT Fintech Blockchain Competition in 2021. The goal of this competition is to inspire university and high school students in Vietnam to think about how blockchain and fintech are disrupting our world and how you can create your own innovative business ideas in these emerging areas. This is a great opportunity for you students to reflect about financial inclusion and sustainable development goals of the United Nations, and to come up with innovative solutions to solve our world's pressing matters. If you choose to join this competition, you'll be engaging with numerous industry leaders and stakeholders in fintech and blockchain ecosystem in Vietnam, who will be your mentors and judges for the competition. The competition is also greatly supported by RMIT Fintech Student Club members, RMIT lecturers who are here to assist you on this exciting endeavor. The competition is also open to all university and high school students in Vietnam, and we're looking forward to your exciting and innovative submission. We are also excited to welcome our keynote speaker, as mentioned by my colleague Justin, Mr. Chris 𝗔𝗏, an expert and innovator in blockchain industry. I hope you will enjoy and you also be engaged in this session. Thank you very much. I just wanted also to echo what my colleague Justin said. Thank you very much for sparing your Sunday morning so that you can attend this session. You will not be disappointed, and I'm looking forward to reading all your submission. Thank you very much. Back to you, Justin.
Thank you, Professor Ňákoma, for that warm welcome. I'd now like to introduce Ms. Ha Nguyen and Mr. Malahan bin Mohammed, who will test your knowledge on these topics with a short quiz. You might need to take some time and load up kahoot.it to join in with this quiz.
Okay, thank you, Justin. Hello, students. We're going to do a very fun quiz on Kahoot for the next 10 minutes. Can you please take out your electronic devices and go to kahoot.it? We're going to provide you the PIN number to gain access to the game soon. Keep in mind the top 3 winners who are the fastest and get the most correct answer will get some gift from us. Okay, so now we are waiting for Kahoot and for the game PIN number. Right, so I hope the quiz will pick your interest in the blockchain, and hopefully you will get to know some of the basic technical terms and do more research on blockchain application for your competition. Okay, so let's wait for a while so that people can log in. Okay, here you go, just one person. Yeah, so we're going to wait for a few more seconds to have more people coming in for the quiz. Please take out your devices, log on to Kahoot, kahoot.it. Yeah, you can see the PIN number on the screen. Yep. Okay. Yeah, more people are coming. We're gonna have a lot of great fun here. Okay. The music is really nice. Okay, let's wait for a few more seconds so that more people are coming. The more the merrier. Okay, 40 people. Wow, what a great turnout. Okay. Okay, should we start the quiz soon? Yeah, let's wait for a few more seconds. Yeah, 1 more minute. Let's wait for 1 more minute. More people are joining. Okay, okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's start, Chang. Now, let's start with the very first question. 20 seconds per question. So what is a blockchain? Okay, so the answer is a distributed ledger on a peer-to-peer network, and the 5 people got it correct. So these ledgers are actually records in blocks that change or link to each other in sequence. And the records are medical or business transaction example of distributed ledger. Okay, next please. The second question. What does B2B stand for? Okay, the correct answer is peer-to-peer. Yeah, blockchain is a peer-to-peer network that does not require third-party involvement, such as a bank or a government. If you watched the video earlier, yeah, you might get this correct. Yeah, so peer-to-peer is the correct answer. Next question, please. What is a node? Okay, yes, a node is a computer on the blockchain network. Yeah. Who created Bitcoin? Okay, the correct answer is Satoshi Nakamoto. He invented Bitcoin in 2007 with blockchain application. He is actually anonymous. Up to now, no one has figured out who he is really. Okay. Okay, well done. Next, please. What is a D-apps? Okay, the correct answer is a decentralized application. Smart contract is an example of the app stored and executed by blockchain system. Okay. Wow. Next question, please. What is cold storage? Okay, the correct answer is a private key not connected to the internet. It is actually a digital storage, helping reducing the threat from hackers gaining digital asset to a wallet when the wallet is not online. Okay, it's a tricky question. Next question. What is a miner? Yeah, the right answer is computers that validate and process blockchain transactions. It is actually an equipment for cryptocurrency mining. If you read the news, you may see some of the picture of this equipment online. Yeah, especially in Vietnam. Right? There's a lot of picture about this equipment. Okay, next, please. Yes. So the correct answer, asymmetric encryption uses public and private keys. Often, two keys are needed to encrypt a plain text. So a public key is made freely available to everyone, and a private key is a secret key exchanged privately. Wow. Okay. So the highest person, the person with the highest score is C7. C7. Okay. Well done. Next question. Where can you buy cryptocurrency? Wow, the answer is all of the above. Yep, you can buy cryptocurrency privately between two parties or on an exchange online or at an ATM. Yeah, there are Bitcoins ATMs in 68 countries, but however, I have not seen one in Vietnam yet. Hopefully soon. Next question. What is the maximum number of Bitcoins that can be created? Yes, the answer is 21 million. So when Satoshi Nakamoto invented Bitcoin, he limited the number of Bitcoin to 21 million with the purpose of giving Bitcoin anti-inflationary properties. Okay, so that's it. Yeah, so we finished on the quiz. So let's see who had the highest score. Okay, number 3, number 2, number 1. Wow, so we have top 3 winners. So make sure top 3 winners, please contact the organizing team to receive your gifts. Excellent. That's the end of the quiz. Thank you for your great participation. Hope you had a lot of fun. Over to you, Justin.
Yes, thank you, Ha and Malahan, and congratulations to everyone who did well on the quiz, especially our champ DNGPH, number 2 C7, and the third place R2D2. So congratulations to everyone. It's now my great privilege to introduce our guest speaker, Mr. Chris 𝗔𝗏. Chris is an experienced strategist, corporate team player, and startup enthusiast with a passion for building businesses and challenging the status quo. Chris 𝗔𝗏 is the CEO of Infinity Blockchain Ventures. IBV is a dynamic consulting and development firm dedicated to providing practical blockchain solutions that can be used seamlessly. Chris 𝗔𝗏 is also principal managing partner of Asia Blockchain Review, the largest community outreach initiative in Asia. Chris is today one of the region's most sought-after speakers and thought leaders. Chris has been a keynote speaker for Block Show, Malaysia Tech Week, TechFest Vietnam, and many other events. Chris's mission is to create reverse innovation, which is to transform the world from Asia, starting with blockchain. Thank you so much for joining us, Chris.
Thank you, Justin. Thank you for the kind introduction, and it was amazing to see all the participants enjoying the quiz in the beginning. And I myself almost, I think, missed maybe 1 out of 10. But I'm glad, like we have a few winners right there. So I guess for the purpose of the competition and for a lot of the youngster out there to get to know more about blockchain, maybe we go a little bit about what is the landscape of how blockchain and crypto kind of like develop right now in Vietnam compared with some other neighbor country, and then just a very quick look on how fintech market right now in Vietnam look like as well, because all of this adding up is creating a opportunity future for a lot of the students and participants for this competition as well. And I guess that's why they're all here today. Yep. Next slide, please. Next. Right. So let's start with Malaysia first. Why I have to touch on the landscape of the neighbor country is because it's give you a better understanding of where we are as a country right now, as of Vietnam, when it's come to cryptocurrency or when it's come to blockchain, right? So right now in Malaysia, Bitcoin has been regulated. The government also has regulated some crypto exchange, which have a meaning that people, the people of Malaysia can actually using their own ringgit money to buy crypto only from selected gateway that like allowing to be traded in the local market, for example. And most of the financial or fundraising activities related to the crypto has to be approved and go through some gateway that been appointed by the government as well, and they have very strict policy on how you do it as well. Yep. Then right now in Malaysia, every kind of the tokens being classified as securities token at the moment, which meaning that when you talk about securities, it's a sort of financial instrument that you expect return from the token itself. So it's all considered to be securities token. It will be different than when I brought up the case of Thailand, which is in the next slide. But right now in Malaysia, everything considered to be a securities token. Next. Then we have Thailand. Both Malaysia and Thailand has kind of approved the crypto exchange sometimes at the end of 2019 and 2020, and it's a big win for both of the country, because just like Vietnam, Malaysia and Thailand are very keen on like getting the advantage and like the impact of how blockchain and crypto can bring to their market as well. So similar to Thailand, similar to Malaysia, Thailand has also approved a number of crypto exchange that can legally operate in this country. Yep. And actually our group invests in one of the three exchange in Thailand. So when I say like these exchange are legally operated in either Malaysia or Thailand, it means that this exchange has to follow strict requirement and like policy by the government, so that the government can protect the investor or people that involve in like the trading activities and everything when things go wrong, right? Because if you trade it, if as an investor, as a personal user, if you trade it in crypto exchange that not regulated by the government, the worst thing is that when things go south or when things go wrong, sorry, the government can't really help you, because they're not like under the laws, they're not under the regulations or stuff like that. So that's what it means by being regulated by the government. Different from Malaysia, Thailand have two type of token, which is the I have mentioned before, which is securities token, which like basically a token that promise to give a return to an investor, and another one is simply utility tokens that it's a type of token that help you to access into an ecosystem of blockchain application, for example. So those two are the main difference between Malaysia and Thailand at the moment. Next. So what is the situation right now in Vietnam? Everything that I have mentioned before for Malaysia and Thailand are basically the contrast of what we have right now in Vietnam, and which is the regulation foundation right now in Vietnam. So number one, cryptocurrency, or I think we heard about Bitcoin before in the quiz, and then in the video clip and everything. Bitcoin or cryptocurrency are not considered to be legal payment tender in Vietnam, which meaning that even if you have Bitcoin, if you have all sort of coin, you can't use that to make a payment instrument to get services, to pay for food, to pay for goods and everything. It's completely illegal. Then the import and usage of crypto mining is right now in Vietnam are kind of banned as well. And right now Vietnam do not have the laws or regulations to regulate cryptocurrency exchange yet. That is completely different from the current stage of Malaysia or Thailand or even Singapore at the moment. Next, please. Right. So right now, the approach of the Vietnam government toward the cryptocurrency is it's still more wait and see how the other neighbor country are actually approaching this crypto development, like market. And probably once Vietnam have a few options to compare, a few options to review and everything, I hope we can come to a situation where we can come up with a sandbox where some of the user can actually play around with cryptocurrency. Because right now I understand that there are some cryptocurrency that actually kind of operate in Vietnam, but by law it's kind of not legal. Yep. And like I said before, if things go wrong, if if you have some incidents with the crypto exchange, there's no law that actually back it up and protect you from the incident, for example. That's what it means by regulation. Next, please. Right, and the importance of the regulation is huge, because I think as you can see in the past few years, I think once in a while we have seen this scam, that most of them have something to do with crypto. It may not be real crypto, but at least the scammer make it sound like, yeah, this is a pioneer project. It's involved a lot of cryptocurrency. It's like it will give you a lot of like good return for your investment and everything, and they try to attract people's money for it. And the number of money that we are looking at this scam is huge. It's huge amount, and that's why it's very important for a country like Vietnam to come up with the regulations around this space, because that's the only way that you can protect the individual investor from become a victim of a scam, for example. And if you look at the slide right here, the amount of like scammed amount is huge. We're talking about a few hundred millions, and a lot of people being affected as well. Yep. Next. So with all of that, what is the current SWOT analysis for the blockchain and crypto market in Vietnam? I think as a country, the strength of Vietnam is actually we have a lot of good blockchain and crypto project being originated from Vietnam or made in Vietnam, right? But most of them can't really operate in Vietnam yet. Most of them have to go choose a foreign market to operate, like Singapore, Hong Kong, or any other country. So it's kind of a wasted opportunity for Vietnam to become a true leader for this kind of technology, because we really have a lot of good project on the ground at the moment. The biggest weakness of our industry right now in Vietnam is we lack of the regulation framework to protect everyone, or even to facilitate the growth of the industry in the next few years, for example. But however, we also stand in front of a lot of the opportunities, because as we speak right now, 2021, I think because of COVID-19, it really speed up a lot of the digital transformation process of a lot of the big corporations, because like now you can really sometimes can't really go to the branch, can't really see each other in face-to-face or something like that. And because of that situation, blockchain become a more vibrant solution to support all of that situation. So the entire market are seeing a very unique opportunity to grow even further, because of the adoption rate may increase in a very near term as well. Yep. Next. Right. So in the next few slides, basically it's a very quick snapshot of some of the current players right now in the market when it's involved, like blockchain and crypto. So as you can see, almost every single government agencies is involved in this process, and most of them are actually are still under the learning process of like how to make a better framework for like crypto or blockchain in Vietnam, for example. Then you can see that we have a lot of very good protocol on the ground right now, still operated, like Midas, Tomochain, Kyber, and then I think I had mentioned about it before. Exchange, we have a few number of exchange that currently operated in Vietnam as well, and it's not entirely legal to do that yet. But because since we don't have the regulations on that yet, so we can't really say that they are illegal as well. Yep. Next slide. Right. So this is where you can see RMIT at the education box. So from my 4 years working experience in this industry, RMIT actually one of the leading education institute that working very hard and focusing a lot on like blockchain, cryptographic, decentralized technology, and creating a lot of like activities around it. And I think this is a true advantage for RMIT to become a leader, like a leading institute in this, incoming technology as well. So you can see, like almost everyone in every key stakeholder in the entire ecosystem of, of tech, of startup, of financial institution, of government, everyone is actually have something to do around blockchain as well. So that's really kind of give you the indication, especially for the participants of the competition today, that the future is bright, and it's good that you can actually learn something about this particular technology called blockchain, for example. So it's really good. It's really good. Next. Right. So I think we talk a lot on like the regulation and the current foundation of Vietnam. So and I also mentioned about why we have to regulate a crypto and digital asset, because it's only can protect the local people, like from become the victim of the scam, for example. And I think for the especially the participants of the like the competition of today, the prospect of the blockchain technology having great impact on a lot of the industry guarantee a very bright future for anyone that can get a hold of it. Yep. So it's both for protection and for the future of the economy as well, that we have to regulate crypto and digital assets as soon as possible. Yep. Next. Right. So to help you understand better, we have to come down with a few suggestion for the industry to grow further. For example, number one, we have to regulate it, the crypto exchange, so that the government can oversee the activities over this site, and then like to protect the people that involve in trading as well. And of course, when it's involving with cryptocurrency, it meaning that a potential of money outflow of Vietnam is huge. That's why these crypto exchanges have to impose a very strict KYC policy for its exchange, for example. So for the students, if you don't know what is KYC means, so KYC is know your customer, and it's a very important process whenever you have you're dealing with financial institution or you're dealing with money. It's like verified who you are, where you're from, the status of your financial and everything. It's all of that considered to be a KYC process. And actually, I think a few of you already go through that whenever you go to a bank and open a bank account. People get your driver license, people get your ID. All of that is KYC process. Yeah. And another suggestion will be that the government should open up a sandbox for international crypto exchange to play around with some of the potential regulations on how the market should look like and everything, so that the government can easily review some of the hypothesis on their side as well. But at the same time, the individual user can play around and use the cryptocurrency exchange under the protection of the government as well, for example. So those are the few very quick suggestions for Vietnam, for your understanding as well. Next. Right. So not exactly considered to be technology, but fintech is a bigger umbrella that likely also including a lot of the blockchain project as well. So fintech is a short name of technology for finance, right? So if blockchain technology creating a few application that's serving for the purpose of finance, for example, it should be called fintech as well. So it's blockchain and fintech. So the reason that I brought up a few slides on the fintech side as well, so that the participants can understand that fintech is booming very big in Vietnam at the moment, and a few of the players right now in the market are very heavily considering using the blockchain, for example, for their strategy, for their product development and everything. So it's very important for you to understand that it's these two keywords, blockchain and fintech, should go very hand in hands together as well. So first slide of fintech, right? So all I can say is it's a very, very crowded market for fintech players. So if you can look at the slide right now, we have around, like close to 40 payment platform, for example, and most of them offering the same thing, which is payment gateway, payment services, and everything. But the entire market, the dominant players should be around 4 or 5 players at the moment, and the rest are basically divided the remaining share, I think, which is less than 10%, for example. So the top 5 payment digital gateway that you can name, and you already can see it on the slide, which is Momo, Viettel Pay, AirPay, Zalo Pay, and some of the others. So right now, if we look at the market, we are looking at $9 billion in spending volume, and the entire ecosystem actually touching around 37 million users at the moment. And if you are aware, that is 1/3 of Vietnam population at the moment, more than 1/3 actually. Next. Right. So most of the user, when they come to digital payment gateway, I think right now in Vietnam, the best two motivation for them to use this kind of application is because it's convenient, and as you are aware, these platform does not require it's allow you to not carrying cash all the time and everything. So it's convenient for people to use that. And also Vietnam is very well known for a country that being strongly motivated by promotion, all kind of promotion. If you look at the red columns, the red box and everything, people love cashback, people love points, people love discount, people love voucher and everything. And the digital platform facilitate all of that easier compared with the traditional way. It's you only have the physical way to exchange for point, right, to get discount and everything. But now since it's being built on a digital platform, everything seamlessly become easier to be redeem or claim or everything. Yep. Right. So if you look at the far right chart, you can see that like right now people are using a lot of these digital payment gateway to top up their phone, to do money transfer with their friend, to do online payment and stuff like that. Remember this chart because if you kind of go into the fintech industry, these are some of the activities that like the application will goes around. And of course, like if the project that you plan to do have some plan for, let's say, international market, right? I strongly believe that this category will look different for Singapore, for Malaysia, for example. So different market, different spending preference, for example. Next slide. All right. So and next. All right. So to conclude my presentation, so basically this is the summary of why you should be in this competition, right? And why I am in this industry as well. If you look at the entire fintech Vietnam startup for 2020, there's a huge number of companies doing all kind of things. And today we only touch on 2 of that, which is blockchain and fintech, right? We also have P2P lending. We also have wealth management. We also have SME financing. We even have digital banking, right? We haven't even touched on all of that. And the good thing is that blockchain can easily become the backbones, like technology and infrastructure for a lot of these applications, regardless of what purpose and what market they are in. So it's very important for you as a young student to get to understand about these technology as early as possible. And I think if you really control that knowledge and control that expertise, it's really give you a better chance to engage with really good project in the near future as well. Yep. I think with that, thank you for listening to my presentation, and back to you, Justin.
Okay, thank you, Chris, for that great introduction to fintech and blockchain. It was very interesting to learn about the current regulatory and business environment in Vietnam. We appreciate you taking the time to share with us and support the competition. And we're looking forward to seeing how you and your companies continue to shape this dynamic environment within Vietnam. I'm now happy to welcome Dr. Linh Nguyen, who will introduce the competition as well as the themes for both university and high school students.
Okay, thank you so much, Justin. Thank you, Justin. Next slide, please. Okay, now I would like to share with you all the competition key dates. So there will be 4 key dates for our competition. Today, the 21st of March, we will have we're having a kickoff event, and then we open for registration. Now, in about 2 months' time, registration and submission deadline, and then we will be announcing the 6 finalists on the 6th of June. And after that, all the 6 finalists, 3 university team and 3 high school team will be competing in the final round on the 27th of June. So this competition is open for all current university and high school students in Vietnam. Next, please. Now, for the first round submission deadline on the 16th of May, each team, 3 members of the team, need to submit 2 components. The first one is the business plan or white paper in a Word or PDF format. And number 2, a 1-minute video to showcase your projects. So please, students, know that you should upload all the work into an online cloud drive folder and submit the folder link to the organizer. So you go to our website, you'll see there is a submission link. Please hit the link, and there will be instruction for how to submit, how to register and submit for the competition. Next one, please. Now, the report and white paper guideline. So the cover page of the report should include the following information: the team name, team members. So please make sure you list out all the name of the team members and university and high school name, and project names. Next slide, please. The report structure should include the following section, but not limited to. So you should have a table of contents. And then if you have any figures and tables, please include a list of figures, a table here. Abstract, summarize the key points of your project. And then will be introduction, introduce your project, the background, the problem statement. What are the real world problems that you're trying to solve here? The objective of your project. Contribution and social impact. If you can solve the real world problems, then what would be the contribution and social impacts? Measurable goals and proposed solution using fintech or blockchain, and then you can include your report. Now you can also include appendices and references if any. Now, in addition to the white paper or business plan, we also require all the team to submit a very short video to showcase your project. So please make sure that it's no more than 1 minute of introduction about your project. And then now here you can have several slides, or you can just simply talk about your project. Any creative ideas are welcome here. Next slide, please. For the final round, which is expected to be on the 27th of June, there will be a presentation round. So there will be 6 finalists, 3 best university team and 3 best high school team will be selected to compete in the final round. All finalists will be mentored by our experienced professionals. And the best 2 teams, 1 university and 1 high school, will be the winners of RMIT Fintech Blockchain Competition 2021. There will be exciting prizes for all the 6 teams and special prizes for the 2 champions. Next, please. So I am very glad to announce the competition themes for 2021. So there will be 2 themes for 2 categories. Now, please, for the first category, university category, the theme for this year is FinTech and Blockchain Powering Better Financial Inclusion System. So we are looking for creative ideas, solution using blockchain or FinTech to tackle real-world problems in economics and finance toward powering a better financial inclusive system. So financial inclusion, according to World Bank, means that individuals and businesses have access to useful and affordable financial products and services that meet their needs. Transaction, payments, savings, credit, and insurance delivered in a responsible and sustainable way. So students should consider what are the economic and financial problems that you are trying to solve. What are your proposed solutions using blockchain or fintech, and how can your idea solution contribute to building a better financial inclusion system? Next one, please. Now for high school category, the theme is fintech and blockchain application for building a better society. So here we're looking for a creative solution idea using blockchain or fintech to create a better life. Any application of blockchain or fintech that can solve a real-world problem is welcome. Students should consider what are the economic and financial problems that you are trying to solve. What are your proposed solutions using blockchain or fintech, and how can your idea solution contribute to a better society? So all of these information, the guideline, the theme, will be posted on our Facebook page and our website. Next one, please. Now, for more information, you can also visit our FinTech and Crypto Hub. The hub works closely with world-class academics, industry partners, and governments to strengthen academic research and nurture both academic and industry talent in FinTech and crypto field. Thank you. Over to you, Justin.
Thank you, Lynn. And at this point, we'll be starting our Q&A, and we do have a few questions already, but please add your questions to the chat box and we'll be happy to answer them. And so the first question I have, it looks like, is for Mr. Chris Tran, and it's, what do you think the government will do with other exchanges such as DEX exchange? And I wonder if Mr. Chris can help respond to that.
Yes, right now sorry. I think that I think the central exchange is even another level of crypto exchange if we talk about, because I think the audience jump straight into a little bit advanced feature of blockchain. Crypto exchange, we have two types. Right now we have two types, and the crypto exchange that I mentioned before is a centralized exchange for cryptocurrency, for example. So even though the coin and the tokens that you're trading on that platform represent a decentralized technology, but all of them being managed centralized, right? So that's centralized crypto exchange, and that's the crypto exchange that has been regulated in Malaysia or Thailand. None of them have touched on decentralized exchange yet. So I think for Vietnam to even talk about decentralized exchange at the moment, it's too far ahead, because if we have to go into that direction, first off, I think we have to regulate the centralized crypto exchange first. Yeah, and I don't think it's anywhere near that yet, because I think even before to go in there, we have to. Most of the country, they're probably going to have a sandbox to test out all the feature, to test out all the policy first, but right now, I don't see the urgencies in the government to regulate this yet. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much for that answer. And we have another question for Chris. Is Vietnam catching up with the neighboring countries, Malaysia and Thailand?
I think for crypto exchange, I think I already mentioned it. We're not anywhere near the regulation for all of that yet. But for blockchain applications, because I'm currently in this industry, I think we start having a number of ongoing projects that yet going to public, that a lot of the traditional business apply blockchain into their business. For example, like a two retail group come up with a loyalty point platform that leverage on blockchain technology, so the point can easily circulate, like between different ecosystem, for example, very, very big implication, because right now, if you can look at, ecosystem, all of them are very huge, but each ecosystem will talk to themselves and do not talk to each other, for example, and talk to each other in this case, meaning that it can be easily interact with each other, right? And blockchain can actually help that to happen quite nicely. Yeah, and then some other application like traceability for supply chain for agriculture that our group have a chance to deliver a few projects as well. Quite a nice pickup, like adoption. And I think in 2021, just like I mentioned during my presentation, I think the adoption rate will increase much, much higher as well. And I think Malaysia and Thailand and Singapore, maybe not Singapore, Malaysia and Thailand are probably 2-3 steps ahead of, like regulations in cryptocurrency. But for blockchain application, I think absolutely Vietnam can be the leader in that sense as well. Maybe not the cryptocurrency, but the adoption of blockchain as a technology and application. Absolutely yes. Absolutely yes.
Okay, great. Thank you, Chris. And obviously, we're hoping this competition will help lead to that as well.
Yes.
And we have one more question right now for Mr. Chris Tren, and that is, does Momo use blockchain technology in their money transfer?
Right now, most of the payment gateway in Vietnam right now, as I understand, there's no blockchain involvement because they still follow a traditional way for payment gateway at the moment, which is basically you deposit the money from your current bank account, and then it become Momo's money, right? It stay on Momo, and then you can transfer it to your Momo's friend and like other Momo's account. But actually, all of that has to start from the bank account point, right? And that's really different if we're talking about a true blockchain money payment gateway, that it may not involve any bank account in the first place as well. Yep.
Okay. So would that fall under the fintech umbrella then, more than the blockchain, obviously?
Yes, absolutely. Yep.
Okay, great. Thank you. And the next question is for Miss Lin, and it says, I want to be part of the competition, but having no friends to share the common objectives. Can you guys find me some? So can we help to join together different interested parties and to form a team, Lynn?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course we do. We have a Facebook group where you can find people with the same interests, and maybe you could together become a team.
Okay, great.
Yeah, thank you.
And another quick question for you. Can my team change our team's name? They want to change the name.
Okay. So unfortunately, teams, you cannot change your name in the competition after registering. So please think about a name, like carefully discuss with your teammate, and then come up with the final one and register.
Okay, so make sure you pick a name you're happy with.
Yeah.
Please let me know if there's any other questions. We're happy to take them. Just a second, we're getting some more questions coming in. We have a question for Chris again. How do we know an issuance of a new type of cryptocurrency is a scam? Okay, so how can we make sure that we're not buying into a scam?
Right. So I think we go back to traditional finance, like know-how, right? A scam is usually a project that promise something that too good as an offer, right? Too good as an offer, that's number one. Number two, it does not having any solid or concrete proof of, like their technical, like ability. Because let's say, right, if you are doing a coin, you're doing a cryptocurrency, and it's supposed to be a technology project, right? But you keep talking about return, you keep talking about interest and everything, but so little on technology implication or how your system should look like or everything like that, then absolutely it's a scam. Absolutely it's a scam, right? Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So do your due diligence and make sure that wherever you're buying from has something backing it. Okay, we have another question from Mr. Chris Tren. How would you think blockchain startup can compete with traditional banking or financial institutions?
I think the honest answer to that is you are not competing with the banks and the financial institution. I guess blockchain solution will come out as some of a faster, more convenience for the bank to use as well. So in this case, the banks and financial institution actually become your client, right? So my advice to the startup is you have to really understand the pain point of the banks so that you are proposing a clear cut and clear answer solution for them. And the bank are really smart, right? And this is coming from my current experience doing like blockchain advisory. If you come up with a solution where they can use right away and helping them to fix their pain point, absolutely they will be your best friend right away out of the block. You don't even need to be a few years startup and everything. You just need to have the right solution for them. Yep.
Okay, so we're not yet thinking about replacing the bank. We want to join with them with this technology.
You won't be able to replace the bank. You will not replace the bank. You probably will work with them, but not replacing the banks. Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, thank you. One more question, Chris. What is your opinion about the trend of mobile money? Can it completely replace the traditional way?
I think they may. From my digital transformation background, I'm very surprised that it took that long for Vietnam to actually to allow mobile money, because if we're talking about blockchain money, we're talking about some other technology, we're talking a lot of investment for the infrastructure regarding technology, right? But Vietnam has been a very strong growth country for mobile adoption in terms of smartphone adoption and everything. So, and almost everyone here in Vietnam have at least a one phone number. I have 3. Some of my friends even have 4 or 5, right? For example, but that's not the point. My point is, it's a very good growth country for mobile adoption and everything. So it takes the government quite long to adopt that, and I think this really gonna enhance the fintech even further, because now everything can run on the backbones of mobile money. Yep, absolutely, it's a good thing for the country.
Okay, thank you. That's a great answer. We have another question for Miss Lin, and this is about the competition. And so for participants from other cities or provinces, are they sponsored to join the final pitching day in Ho Chi Minh City?
Okay, thank you, Justin. So for the 6 finalists, if you live outside Ho Chi Minh City, we will sponsor airline ticket and accommodation for you guys to fly to Ho Chi Minh City to compete in the final competition.
Okay, thank you. That's a great opportunity for everyone.
Yeah.
One more question for you, Lynn. Does RFBC have another training for the competition?
Yeah, we'll be posting more information, sharing more knowledge on our webpage, website, and fan page. So make sure you keep updated with the our webpage and the website and fan page as well. We'll be also having a one-on-one mentoring for the 6 finalists, and also workshop as well. For the final event, the final competition, we'll be also having a sharing session with the industry leader.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Lin. And we want to thank everyone for joining us. We're going to stop our Q&A now, but if you do have more questions, you can reach out to the Facebook page, or you can email the competition and you'll get those answers. And so we're really thankful for Mr. Chris Tren to join us and to give us a wonderful learning experience about what's happening in this field in Vietnam. And we are looking forward to all of you submitting some great proposals and then getting some excellent feedback from our mentors. And so once again, if you do have more questions, please reach out to us. And thank you again for joining this session.